I recently noticed while doing this short, intense workout that the guy in the video complains at lean X. And back in the day, I would complain too, not verbally, but I'll be counting the seconds and doing this whatever exercise, and I'll be like, this is difficult. I don't like this at all. Uncomfortable. And now, when he does complain, I crack up because it feels like me and him are trying to complete some difficult workout, and there's a camaraderie. Like we're trying to do it, and it's just because it's funny, it's so much easier to bear. Like I remembered stories that my brother used to come back to college after working hard, and a different colleague of his, classmate of his, used to come in too. Just they're both absolutely destroyed because of work, lack of sleep, destroyed emotionally, physically, and they're just wrecked. But because they're wrecked and they're going to college, because they went through all of that hardship, I want to say a different word, that camaraderie just makes it so much easier to bear. It's a camaraderie of the working class. And you definitely notice it while at work. Like, you're going through a difficult task, but because you're with this colleague, it just makes it so much easier to bear because you're like, yeah, it's shit. It's fucking terrible. But let's get through it. And even in the trenches of World War One, the worst places to be on Earth, humor was a great coping mechanism, and that just made things so much easier to bear. So take that in mind, use it whenever you can. And if you're alone and you're working at some task and it's difficult, ask yourself, is it actually that bad? And then you would be like, nah, it's not that bad actually. I'm just fucking making a mountain out of a molehill. And even with yourself, you can have that camaraderie of like, yeah, no, it's not that fucking bad, like, literally. So, try it out. Use it to your advantage. Make things bearable. And maybe even funny. I actually wouldn't even say bearable because during the workout, it's tough. But it's not that it's bearable, it's actually funny going through this tough task. So that's a better way to put it, yeah. Good night.